Well, we are joined by Bess, and I am just going to ask you real quick if you could just tell us your name, where you live right now. I know it's kind of a new space now. Your name, where you live, and what you do. Kick us off.
Yeah, name is Bess. Based out of Southern California, so located in Whittier at the moment, uh, in Whittier, Irvine area. What I do, I'm a information security engineer and leader. And yeah,
Awesome. Amazing. So can you talk to us maybe just a little bit about where you were in terms of your job search before you came into Career Amp, just to help set the stage?
I was in the middle of a career break after a layoff, and uh, yeah, I was looking to find what I want to do next, and stumbled upon Career.
Awesome. And fun fact for everybody who's watching, Bess and I used to work together at Sungevity
Yeah,
many moons ago. So we had a company in common. And so you came across Career. How long had you been looking on your own before reaching out to us?
say about a month.
Okay, cool. About a month. Great. And so then you joined Career Amp, you got on the inside. What was maybe one thing that you noticed right away that was like an aha moment or something that impressed you right away as you came into the program?
After joining, it was the structure of the platform and all the resources within it. That would be the biggest thing about the program. Yeah,
Yeah. So in terms of like the structure, so just how everything's laid out in the program, in the course, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but methodical,
yeah,
or
yeah,
you
exactly.
tell me.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's structured, as methodical, and uh, it hit on pretty much all the different points that were needed.
Nice. And then, you were in the program. You obviously, we redid your assets, your resume and cover letter, and taught you side door and all that stuff. What would you say was maybe your first win inside the program?
First one, it's a good question. I'm thinking back in time now. Maybe the biggest one would probably be that resume rebuild and LinkedIn. That seemed to have a lot of impact. That's one of the biggest ones, and then just reconnecting with the LinkedIn network was helpful a lot.
Nice. And what would you say is the biggest thing that you learned? Because obviously we're going to celebrate, you getting an offer. I know you're in maybe some final rounds too, but curious on like something that you just want to celebrate in terms of a personal piece of growth that you learned through Side Door or through any part of the program.
Yeah, the initial part of it, at first it was a challenge to go through it because there's a lot of reflection that had happened there, but figuring out what I really wanted to do next, that was helpful.
Awesome. Great. And then in terms of kind of the thing that we're celebrating, so would you mind just sharing, as much as you're comfortable with sharing, what you're going to be doing next and where you landed?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So one of my goals, or one of the things I figured out I wanted to do after that reflection was finding a smaller company to work in rather than a very large enterprise. I wanted to work in more of a startup environment, and so the opportunity I landed is in a very small company. I'll be the cybersecurity person within the company, the one and only. So
Nice.
I'll have a lot of opportunity to uh, do lots of different things and sort of make it my own. Um, so I'm excited to be able to do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And if I calculated correctly, from the time that you joined to the time that you got an offer, not counting like the holiday weeks and stuff, it was about 10 weeks. Does that sound about right to you?
Approximately, yeah. Especially if we look at it more from the perspective of when I started taking it serious, because in the first couple of weeks I um, had a lot of other obligations and things, so I couldn't start immediately. But yeah,
Yeah. So
uh,
actually, you're right, because I think for about a month there, you paused stuff. So maybe it was about 6 weeks or so.
something like that. Especially if we don't count the holidays in that initial period. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations. Really stoked for you. That's awesome. Okay. Last question here, Bess, is if someone's watching this or you were talking to somebody who was considering joining Career Amp, but they were on the fence, what would you tell them and why?
I mean, I guess it depends for each person what their needs are, but the sheer amount of resources in the community that becomes available is very valuable, super helpful. So I
Awesome.
think if yeah, if someone needed that sort of structure of like what do I do next, and how do I get there, and then also having support from the community, I think that comes with the program.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Bess. Congratulations again.